Hello YouTube fans, here again. And as it's Valentine's Day, this inspired me. I've not done it for a bit, so I figured what the fuck. Why not this one? My Bloody Valentine, the 2009 VD versus the Tacit original 1981. My Bloody Valentine's Day. Why not, why not? So without ado, we start with the Tacit. Now in 1981, there was a lot, and I mean a lot, of Tacit slasher films. We had the sequel to the Tacit Halloween, being Halloween 2. We had another Tacit sequel to another Tacit slasher film, that being Friday the 13th, Part 2. We had, let me think, The Prowler. Or you could go in other parts of the country, it was called Rosemary's Killer. We had my favourite, The Burning. And the list goes on. The list goes on when it comes to slasher films. If there's any I've missed, please forgive me. There were loads, I mean bloody loads in 1981. So they decided to task in with this one, being My Bloody Valentines. They did all the others, so they figured what the hell. Now the only issue was when My Bloody Valentines come out, or My Bloody Valentine's Day, or whatever you want to call it, basically called My Bloody Valentine, it was censored to buggery. This had more cuts than the killer doing a kill. Honest, it had more cuts than Soft Mick. So it was censored to buggery. It was cut to freaking smithereens. It was cut to pieces. So like rubbing my nose, no, it's got a boulder. That's when I want to kill. But it was cut to pieces, right? Happy to say now on DVD, even though it's faded a bit, you got to see it in its blood, its gore, and everything. And I've got to admit, some of the kills have improved a lot. It's faded when you get to some of the dory bits, but I don't like that because it gives you that old stool, old slasher sort of feel to it. I like that. I like it. And I actually like the story. You've got a killer. He's dressed up with a welder's mask on, a minder's mask, sorry, welders. Duh. I meant to say a miner. He's got like a miner's costume on. He's in an old mine. He's killing people. Ultimately, he gets that woman. Have to say now in its uncut form. He slams his poor girl head in the pole, and the other side of the pole comes out. Pretty cool death scenes. I like the fact, like I say, he's wearing a miner's outfit. And I actually like the twist at the end. I love the twist where you think that it's a killer. All the way through the film, you think it was the killer what was doing all these horrible killings. It could be right, it could be wrong, in the 50s. And you think it's that killer, just to find it's not. It's this young lad who's written as his father, who got brutally murdered by the killer. And it sent him loose below, and it's made him think he's the killer. I actually like that. Now we get to the 29 one. Why not? So the 29 one, like most films, they decided to do a remake. But I don't mind this one. I don't mind it. Yeah, you got 3D gimmicks. This come out in the era when all movies were done in 3D. And they decided to go like in the 50s and a little bit of the early 80s when they had all the 3D gimmicks. Let's say like Doors 3, Annabelle 3, Friday the 13th in 3D, part 3. And some of the classic other films. They decided to do the 3D stuff again. Some of it's a bit dated now, but I've got to admit, I like some of the death scenes in it. I like the fact that you got Potsy back in it. I've not Grim one, not Potsy. Potsy's the burning. Don't think of the name of the killer in My Bloody Valentine. It'll come back to me. I just said the guy with the mask on at the moment. It'll come to me. It'll come to me. But I like the fact that the killer is killing people. It's a lot more brutal. He doesn't fuck about. He even tags his poor woman. Sam's a fucking one of the miners things on his head. Drags the poor woman. You got one guy sort of pickford through his eyeball. And I think I've seen him before. I think of Tom Hanks, the one in Halloween 3. He was also in the original Lethal Weapon. He gets a really gory death. And the only issue is I don't really like the lad in it. I just seen it on Ant, like in Halloween 3 was the star. Instead of him getting a pit fought in the eyeball. Because this lad, compared to the lad in the original, he's dislikable. He's trying to get people out of work. He wants to shut down the welding mines. He doesn't give a shit about people using jobs. He's all about money. He's your typical fucking pretty boy lupper. Straight away, I just think he's just a dislikable prick. He's all for himself. But I do like the deaths in it. I like the fact that this killer doesn't fuck about. I've heard rumours, and I could be right, I could be wrong. I do believe this was done in a real mine. a real troll mind. They actually filmed it in a real mind. I like the ending. I think the ending was type cheaper. I like the death scenes. The kill scenes are type brutal. And that's also a different era of time when you think about it. Because the 1981 version, sensitive was stacking down. They made too many slasher films. They wanted this one watered down. And it's like I said, the 1981 version of My Bloody Valentine is a lot more gruesome. It's a lot more defiant. You know what I mean? He doesn't fuck about. Petsy, I think his name was. Could be right, could be wrong. Whoever knows the killer's name, please let me know. It's just fucking my brain up down to think of the name of the killer. Petsy, it could be Petsy. Potsy was the one out of The Burning. I always remember the name being Potsy. I'm just trying to think of the name now. What was the name of the bloody killer? It will come to me. But I do like it. I like the bit where he dies by the choke and the hook comes out and stabs him in the face. Sad to say, cut down originally, but now when it's uncut that, I was a bit where the hook goes in, it pulls for the eyeball's popping out, and he's dragging the poor fucker like that. Like I say, the kills in this now in the 81 version of My Bloody Valentine is a lot more brutal, and I like that because it makes the killer more sadistic. Makes it more nasty. It's not watered down. Even now he gets out of Dodge in the ending, he saws his hand off. And he says that line, Harry Warden, that was the name of the killer. Because I was just thinking of the ending. We're going to take you fucking down the park, oh Harry. I always remember that cheapy ending. Yeah, it was Harry. Harry Warden was the name of the killer in My Bloody Valentine. But yeah, I actually like Harry Warden. I like the one who, like I say, I like the twist ending and all. I think the twist ending in the original is brilliant. It's fucking brilliant because all the way through the film, you think Harry Warden, this criminal, who did all these horrible killings in the 50s. You think he broke out this mental asylum, you know, your typical Halloween sort of way, and you think he's doing the killings. And all the way through the film, you find out it's his girl's boyfriend, well, ex-boyfriend now, who is the murderer. Like I just said, rewind back. The remake, they're trying to do that, and I can't remember now whether it is the real Harry Warden or a copycat. But I do the My Bloody Valentine, the 29 one something. It is its own movie. It's its own beast. You got the mind, which is understandable because it's a killer with a fucking mining mask on. And you've got the idea of Harry Warden, but every other character is totally different. The people getting killed are different. It doesn't have to copy and paste everything like most remakes do nowadays. It is its own beast. And it's like I say, some of the 3D gimmicks, I could take it or leave it. I do know there's two different edited versions of My Bloody Valentine on DVD. You've got the 3D one and you've got the standard one. But it was that era, you know what I mean, when a lot of films were done in 3D. You know, it's like all the 3D gimmick. It's a fun ride when you watch it on the pictures. But if you watch it now, it's like old hat. But I like it for what it was. This is a remake. See? Not all remakes suck arseholes. This is a remake. What I would give it its due, just become its own beast. It becomes its own beast. So, fuck it. I did the classic one because you can never take the classic away. From Harry Warden, 10-star rating because it was that era of slasher films. I always say, watch the uncut version because the uncut one does have a lot more meat to the threads. The kill's a lot more brutal. It definitely makes the kill a lot more sadistic. Definitely makes him more of a psycho. Or what's the verses of the 2009 one. Yeah, the 3D gimmicks are a bit dated now, but it's like I say, the killings are just as brutal, it's just as violent. The 3D gimmick, like I say, gets a bit boring, so because of that, I'm going to be free, because I do give it its due. I do div My Bloody Valentine, the 3D one, the 29 one, it's due. It's its own beast, it's its own film. But to me, the original will always be a classic. A 10-star rating from me. But until then, be smart, be safe, and have a happy Valentine's Day on me.